Virgo, this is your November monthly love reading, and I know logistics a little different this time. You get to see me. Let me know in the comments if you like this or if you want to go back to straight cards. Won't hurt my feelings. All right, so what is the overall potential for love for you all, my sweet Virgos? So it says, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. And I think that's a great reminder, right? Joy is simply just a breath away, right? So I'm gonna pull some romance cards and we're gonna tune into your energy with regard to love, see what's going on. So this is for the overall potential for love this month, right, of November. I hope everyone is doing well. Let me know in the comments where you are viewing from. I'd love to know. All right, so Virgo. Ooh, engagement. Okay. And religious factors. That's fascinating. So engagement says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Love that as a potential. And then this one says your love life is influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual path. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing at all. And in fact, if there is an engagement, perhaps these religious factors will then play a role in the venue, right? And the where and the how. I think they go together, and I think that's super exciting. So that is amazing potential. So now tuning into your energy for this month. What's going on, my sweet, sweet Virgos? Okay. What? Oh, my Virgos and their energy this month with regard to love. Woo! All right, so we have the Six of Pentacles, which is all about balance and harmony in a relationship, right? And then we have the Star, which is all about hope. And then we have the Queen of Wands, which I am here for it. The Queen of Wands, she is firing the life of the party. So holla, maybe you're the life of the party, and maybe there's an engagement party. I don't know. Or maybe an engagement party. I don't know. But I'm here for the possibility. Middle of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords, but then underneath that, so the Eight of Swords can mean different things. But then we have the Ten of Cups, which is one of those beautiful, happy ending, right? The kids, the house, the marriage, all the things, if that's what you want, right? I'm just talking traditionally and what the card means. Then bottom of the deck, we have Judgment, which once again is about balance. So we have the Six of Pentacles, and then we have Judgment, which is once again the balance of things, getting things in divine order. And so I really like that. And with the Star card, so maybe you and your partner have, because I'm like thinking about that religious factors thing, and perhaps there have been discussions already about like the future and what that would look like, or a ceremony of types. And the Star card to me is like hope is restored, right? Or faith is restored in some way. But I'm really digging this. Like, this feels really good. So let me just tune into your person's energy. Let's see what's going on with them this month, how they are doing. So I'm just gonna put those cards back in the deck. What's interesting is every month there's always like certain cards that come out and then never to be seen again for months, but they'll come out like an 8 out of 12 ratings. And to me, that speaks to that there's a higher, bigger overall arching theme or frequency of the month if so many signs are getting the same cards, which I love because I'm a great shuffler. So I know it's not that, especially when they're recorded on different days too. So, all right. Interesting. So a lot of balance and harmony this month, which, holla. All right. So what's going on with your person's energy? What is their overall energy with regard to love, connection, commitment this month? All right. Interesting. So they've gone through some type of transformation with the Death card. And then we have the Six of Cups. So we have another six again. So Six of Cups is a lot of times a card of nostalgia or, excuse me, I had two cards drop and I think they're important because I was told to get them. See, then we have the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. And to me, fiery, holla. And those are both offerings. So I like that. Page of Wands is always flirty. So there's definitely a lot of flirtness going on. And then we have another six. That is fascinating. So this person definitely is gone through a transformation. And a lot of it, and it has to do, it's interesting because it's more mental than it is emotional, although everything is linked. So what we think affects how we feel, so on and so forth, which can then affect us physically. You know the drill. But I find that fascinating, but it's almost like there was something that they needed to let go of, release, to be ready. And they definitely want balance with you. So maybe there was an imbalance. And maybe that's why you were feeling that whole kind of like star, hope restored, faith restored kind of thing. Tell me more about the Death card. Tell me more about the Death card. The High Priestess. So yeah, interesting. So it's almost like they had to do some inner work, right? Which we all do. Listen, that's a daily to do, right? But it's almost like they had to tune into that higher aspect of themselves to make this shift, this transformation. And I love it. So, let's just see what are their actions towards you this month. What is your person's actions towards you this month? We already have the Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands, but I'm kind of nosy. So what are this person's actions towards you this month? Okay. Yeah. So it looks like they're going to keep like plugging forward because we have like the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is like hard at work. And so maybe that speaks back to those sixes and the balance and the harmony. Maybe they weren't putting in as much work. And I hate using the word work with relationships. It's more like effort, right? Because there's a difference between work and effort. But you also have here the Queen of Pentacles, right? Which to me, so we have the Wands, then we have like Three Pentacles. So once again, that's 3D. So maybe there were things in the 3D that they weren't putting effort into, but it feels like they are going to be putting in the effort. And so that's great. There's going to be forward movement, right? Because when there's effort put in, it then propels things forward. So I like that. So now any advice? I want to pull from this deck for advice. Wow. We had a whole bunch of cards pop out. Oh, too many. It's so funny. In the other reading, like no cards would jump out. And now in your reading, it's like tons of cards. So we have comfort and pause. That's interesting. So how can you bring more comfort into your life? I like that. Who couldn't use that? And then, so it says telling you to pause before making a quick decision, which that's great advice at any point. So let me pull one more. And expand. I love that. So I love that. Not making a rash decision, a rapid decision that allows you to kind of like gather your forces, gather all the information so that you can expand, and you've endless possibilities, right? So I absolutely adore that. And that goes back to, I think, the joy, remembering that there's an abundance of joy and you can tap into it at any time. So I absolutely love this. I so happy to deliver this message. So take good care of yourselves. Have a magnificent month. And thank you so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up, click like, click subscribe, share with your friends, all the socials things. It really does help my channel, and it helps get the message out to those that would love to hear it. So once again, in such gratitude and sending Venusian vibes. And until next time, more love vibes to come. Ciao.